for me, I would frame it like this. You know, it's been said a lot throughout this conference that we are in our 250th year, and we are. 1776 was about what? Freedom. It was about those inalienable rights, life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. 250 years later, in 2026, we here have to be about responsibility. And I think that Governor Christie was speaking about this, and there is nothing that is dividing our country more right now than the information ecosphere. And funny story, we were in the green room in the back talking, and somebody somewhere mentioned something about what the media was like 50 years ago. Well, I was alive 50 years ago. None of these other people up here were. Just saying. And I'm sitting there and I'm telling them, yeah, you know, 3, 6, and 10, those were our networks, ABC, CBS, NBC, that was it. And you had Peter Jennings, or you had Tom Brokaw, or Dan Rather, and that's who you watched every night. And they were consistent, and they didn't do what we do now. We didn't have pundits. We didn't have talking heads. I bring that up to say, because I think the framework matters. Of a certain age, people watch very different news than young people like this gentleman sitting next to me. And that is part of what is pulling us apart. And so I think that for me, as someone who writes for 2 traditional news outlets, I was also mentioning to my colleagues that one of the pieces I did just last week for Forbes on the Epstein files, that piece got yanked offline when it went up, and the editors pulled it back and spent another 2 days re-editing it because they're afraid of saying the wrong thing, of doing the wrong thing. Does it get a lawsuit from you-know-who that lives at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue? And the point is that our republic cannot withstand this, a free democracy like America, the one that we live in. If we cannot even agree on reality, and that's where I really want to pause this, reality versus the republic is the argument we need to be having, because right now we can't even agree on what real facts are anymore. We don't know who's telling the truth, who's a lie, which network is better than the other, which one is more liberal or more conservative. It's causing problems, as we all know. So that's kind of where I'd like to park it and just say that as someone who, again, writes for 2 major traditional outlets, my editors are more skittish now. They're more nervous. They're more concerned. They're paying attention to what kind of content now, and they want to tamp it down more because they're walking a tightrope. So the free press isn't really free anymore. I'll leave it at that.